I want you to notice that I'm compressing, right? This is compression. So it is smoothing it, but the purpose is not to smooth it. Although I can't stand canvas marks. That's my own personal thing. To me, they feel like nobody looked at it. Nobody looked at the thing at all. They're just like, oh. Okay. So there's a couple different kinds of these molds. This is the slump mold that's a bisque. So this is just bisqueware. Somebody made this to be able to use it for this very purpose. And then we also have made these over the years. There's a lot of them. They're all different shapes. There's a bunch more in the box up there. And there's also more foam here. So if you decide to cut your own shape, you don't need to cut your own shape. The foam is pretty, there's a lot of shapes already, and it's little particles and they get in the atmosphere and it's not that great. So I would just, use the ones that are already there, unless it absolutely has to be this thing. That's cool, go there, okay? Can I finish? Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, so take your slab. I'm gonna use this kind because it has more options than that. And I'm just gonna lightly press it in. Notice I'm not I'm not trying to get it down to the table. That's actually not that great. I don't really want to stretch it too much. I just want to lay it in. I don't want to make the edges where it meets this to be thin. I want those to be just as thick as the rest. And then I can just lightly give myself a rim that is going to be fairly flat, but I don't want it to stick. So after I lay it down a little, then I'm going to come up and just make sure it's not stuck. You want to do that when it's leather hard. You don't want to wait. And then when it's dry, it's stuck. People do this because they really want it to be really flat. And then they come back the next day and it's stuck and they can't get it off. You can see on the bottom of this mold that happened to somebody. It doesn't matter which side you do it on, that will happen if you stick it down, okay? So you don't want that. What did I tap the metal? I'm so baffled. Okay. Once you get that, then you can also decide about your edge, and you can do that right away. You can also do it later. And your edge doesn't have to follow the shape of the curve on the inside. It might not. That may be the perfect shape from the thing that I want to make, okay? And then what you need to do is let this set up. So if you just try to turn it out right now, it's just gonna go back to a flat slab. So you just let it sit in the mold, just make sure it's not stuck. That's the very important thing, okay? And you can cover it lightly with plastic, just kind of cover it on a board or something with plastic. You just stick it on a board, cover it, and when you come back, it'll be a little bit less wet. Or you can leave it out for a couple hours while you practice throwing.